restic an amazing backup utility that can make your life so much easier. Let me show you an example. I'm going to create a folder in our designated location where we want the backup to be. Let's call this one My Backup for this case. We'll go into the folder, we'll copy the path for it. Then we'll go ahead and we will type restic in it to initiate, -R for repo, and then we want to add our path to our backup. Then we need to enter a password. Remember this password. Now it's going to create some files and folders, and here we have our so-called repository. This is going to be our backup location. We can type in restic R. We can type in the path again and type in snapshots. Now we can see what versioning there is of our files. Right now there's none. So let's say we create a folder. This is gonna be called My Stuff. In My Stuff, we're going to create a file. Hello. Just gonna add some stuff in here. Anything. There we go. Now we're going to do one thing. We're going to copy this. And let's go back here. Instead of snapshot, we're going to type in backup. And we're going to select the path we want to back up. Type in your password. And now we have successfully backed up our files. If we look at the snapshots, you can see that we have an ID. Let's say we accidentally delete hello.txt. This is a goner now. Now what I would do is that I would create a file called my restore. Then I would specify that we want to restore. So while editing, I realized I made a mistake. When you want to restore, what you can do is that first we need to get the actual snapshot. So we will select, as you guessed it, the path here. You're gonna type in snapshots. There we go. As specified here. And we get these two snapshots. Now I've pre-made an example. I know the structure of this. So what I'm doing here, I'm gonna follow through all of this. We're choosing the repository. We're choosing to restore from what? We're restoring this snapshot, which is over here. Then we're setting the target, which is the output folder where you want the structure from like ground up to be put in. This is where you restore the files. Okay. And then I'm specifying after that include. And I wanted to include the Blender config, but I don't want it to restore all the other config, which is why I chose this. Now it will create the full structure. And everything inside the Blender folder, it will restore. And then it will create the path. So it will create a home folder, Zen folder, .config, and Blender folder. But it won't create any files beside it, as you can see. So that's how this works. This is how you would do a restore.